Now that we all have daughters now, and the new hot toy is this little fairy that you hit it and it jumps up and then flies around the room. That's
awesome.
cool.
They're cool. Yeah, I've seen
no,
this.
it's a magical
cool.
toy. Let's take a look here. This is part of being a parent.
Oh no!
Look how cute.
Oh! No! No! Oh man! Oh
She
man!
committed suicide. Like she goes straight into
Jess, no, Jess, you went to a better place.
in there.
I mean, this goes from utter joy to a funeral.
Oh,
I mean,
this poor little girl. She's really.
she's
upset.
thrilled. My daughters are dying for this thing. Now I can at least say, hey, girls, look, anything could happen with these things.
Hey, well, the magic fairy flew right up the chimney.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
How do you explain that?
Everything's fine,
Look,
Mark.
we need to talk about death. All right, let's go ahead and show you what's going on. 58 degrees in the metro area. Things are relatively quiet at this point, but a lot is eventually going to happen, and we'll get into that. But some clouds pushing their way through right now. We've got some showers up to our north throughout portions of Colorado. 40s and 50s off to the north, some 30s out west, and down to the south, 40s and 50s at this point. This is our first cold front. Again, sort of the appetizer, not going to be a huge deal, but it'll roll down tonight, possibly touching off a couple of showers over the northern mountains overnight. But really the biggest impact of this particular front will be about a 15-degree temperature drop across the northeast tomorrow. During the overnight hours, this thing will muscle through the canyon, so we're likely to see wind gusts around 20-25 miles an hour here in the metro, maybe a little bit higher, and then tomorrow we'll be down by about 5 degrees over temperatures today. The problem with this one? Way dry. There is no moisture with this particular front as it comes through. Now the big guy, the one you're going to be hearing about for a long time. So let's talk a little bit about that. We've got that first front that comes through tomorrow, and then we warm up nicely across the area on Sunday before this big blast of cold air heads in our direction. And it's going to pour down from the north here starting on Monday. And in fact, Nori, which is over Alaska right now, is having an impact on all this. It's creating a really turbulent weather pattern and going to allow a lot of cold air to come rolling down on the east slopes of the mountains here in New Mexico, and it looks like, and we talk about this all the time, with our high mountain ranges bisecting the state, the mountains will hold that cold air across the northeast starting on Tuesday. But now we're getting model information that says you guys in Las Vegas and Raton may not get out of the 30s, and I'm talking low 30s on Wednesday and Thursday with this frigid air in place. Now, eventually, it will leak in through the canyons and start to cool down Albuquerque and western sections of the state. So as we get into Wednesday, we're talking highs, high 20s, low 30s in the northeast. That cold air starts to push in a little more toward the metro. By Thursday, we could be down in the 40s, and down across the western side of the state, we could be in the 50s by Friday. It's going to be much worse in the Midwest, but we are going to feel it here, and we're going to have the chance to get a little bit of snow across the east slopes of the northern mountains as well. This is going to be a very, very big deal by next week. 57 Pagosa Springs, 59 Durango, and 62 in Cortez. Nice weekend. 62 in Farmington, 60 in Cuba, and 61 in Grants. Meanwhile, as we get across the southwest, mostly sunny skies for tomorrow. Temperatures warming all the way into the low 70s by Monday. Front impact doesn't happen until late next week. Across the southeast, you can see the temperatures dropping off here next week, like right off a cliff. 54 on Tuesday. Now, we haven't changed out the northeast temperatures yet, but I tell you what, if things continue to develop the way they are, you guys in Las Vegas will be looking at a high of 30 on Wednesday, so be prepared. Raton could be colder than that. 58 in Taos, 56 Santa Fe, 63 tomorrow in Espanola. The mountains have a chance for some snow middle of next week, and then another storm system beyond that. 60 in Edgewood, 62 in Tejares, and 61 in Mountain Air. And here in the metro tomorrow, we'll start it off in the 30s. We'll wrap it up in the low to mid 60s. Extended forecast. For now, we're keeping temperatures in the 50s next week here in the metro. Some models show a change in pattern late next week. You guys could be looking at some more mountain snow.
All right, good stuff, Mark. Thank you.